Good evening, students. Today we shall be looking on electronic fuel injection system. Electronic fuel injection system. Under that, we shall be looking at petrol fuel injection. So, in petrol fuel injection, we have types of operating system of petrol fuel injection system. One, we have mechanical fuel injection. Mechanical fuel injection. A good example is KJ-tronic. KJ-tronic. We have number two, mechanical with electronic system. Mechanical with electronic system. A good example, we have the KEJ-tronic. KEJ-tronic. We have number three, pure electrics. Pure electrics or pure electronics. So under that, we have two examples of pure electric. We have direct and indirect. Let us start with the direct. That is the types of pure electronics. We have direct. Indirect, we use the mass sensing system. The mass sensing system. A good example is LJ-tronic. The LJ-tronic uses the mass sensing system. We have indirect. Indirect. In indirect, we use the vacuum sensor, or we use the pressure or vacuum sensor or vacuum sensing system. A good example is the MAP, the absolute or the manifold absolute pressure sensor. Manifold absolute pressure sensor. Now, in your note, I've posted the note on the KJ-tronic, LJ-tronic, and the KEJ-tronic. Remember, in next paper, you'll be told with a label diagram explain the operation of LJ-tronic or KEJ-tronic. So make sure you draw those diagrams. Remember, you said in engineering, when in electric, when the diagram is not operational, then you fail the whole of the question. So you have to be very careful when you're drawing these diagrams. Also, the operation is on already posted. Make sure you see you go through those notes. The LJ-tronic, KEJ-tronic, and KEJ-tronic and KJ-tronic, they are very common in next paper. Now, let us look at the component involved in the petrol fuel injection. Component involved in the electric fuel injection. So as you go through your notes, you will be seeing this component maybe being used in the LJ-tronic, KEJ-tronic, or KJ-tronic. So number one, we have the solenoid ejector. Solenoid ejector. This is an electric ejector commanded by the ECU to inject the correct amount of fuel with the correct amount of fuel at the same time, at the correct time. We have number two, electric pump. Electric pump is used to raise the pressure of the fuel from the fuel tank. We have the sensor. We have the sensor. It sends an electric signal or information to the ECU. That is the function of a sensor. So you will encounter these sensors in your systems. We have the throttle positioning sensor. Throttle positioning sensor. This one send the information or send a signal to the ECU, giving the actual position at which the throttle valve will open. Remember, in carbureted engine, when you are opening the throttle valve, that is when you are accelerating your vehicle. So remember, in automatic, these vehicles which are automatic, they use the sensors. So the moment you are accelerating, this sensor, the throttle positioning sensor, will sense your demand. The demand then will send a signal to the ECU. Then it will be able to put more fuel or petrol in the combustion chamber. Now we have number five, the lambda sensor or oxygen sensor. It's called the lambda sensor. It measures the amount of oxygen entering in the combustion chamber. We have engine speed sensor or the crankshaft sensor. You can call it the engine speed sensor or the crankshaft sensor. This one sent the electric signal to the ECU, notifying all, giving information where on the speed of the engine, Now we have the knock sensor. The knock sensor. The knock sensor will able to tell you whether the engine will have a knock in the next, maybe in the next minute or not. It will detect whether the engine will have a knock. For instance, if you look at the what causes the knock in an engine, so it will be able to detect any default and come up with all, send that signal to the ECU, showing whether your engine will have a knock or not. Then number 8, and lastly, we have the actuators. The actuators, they are commanded by the ECU after getting signal from the sensors. They are commanded by the ECU after receiving signal from the sensors. Then we are saying they convert the electric signal from the ECU to the mechanical measure. For instance, a sensor or the throttle positioning sensor will send a signal to the ECU, notifying where the position, all the actual position of a throttle, all of a throttle valve. Then the throttle valve itself is an actuator. It will be commanded by the ECU, maybe to open. So they work hand in hand. You see the throttle send all the sensor sending a signal to the ECU, then the ECU command or execute the command, then it gives the actuators another command. So very important. You need to understand auto electrics is a full paper in neck. There is no supportive course all subject. So you need to go through, or you read more and more. Then you make sure any drawing, I'm emphasizing on drawing, because when you're trying to draw the electronic, then you miss, or the diagram will not be operation, then you fail everything. So we are going to stop there. Thank you.